Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Invictus Racing League Tier 3, brought to you in partnership with Venturia Studios. Today we are running Silverstone, and it will be a one-shot qualifying, so just getting that out there before you all wonder why we're in the grid a little bit weird. I'm joined alongside me by Joe. How are you, Joe?
Yeah, not too bad. Another to look forward to. Yeah, it's obviously Silverstone, big track. Yeah, I think most people enjoy the track anyway. Some don't, but no, I think it'll be good racing. Hopefully a lot of overtakes, and by the looks of it, we have a bit of rain as well. So just to spice it up even more.
Yeah, one-shot qualifying not difficult enough as it is. We've got a bit of rain to add to the chaos.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, probably not what a lot of the drivers would have wanted going out to do their one lap. But we'll see how they get on as they are just about to start their laps.
I'm gonna go on board with Racing Master. I think he been one of the quicker drivers, so he's who I'm gonna watch. See, we can only watch one driver at a time, and you can't see everyone else on the track whilst they're doing it. But Racing Master currently only top 10. One of the front runners yesterday, last week, sorry, alongside Sens, who was disconnected from the session, unfortunately. But we'll run on board with Racing Master then. Difficult left-hander here to get through. Even more tricky to navigate in the rain. We got a retirement from Massive Marshall, and that's a crash or a mistake.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep up with what's going on here. I'm trying to flick between drivers, but yeah, it's uh, quite difficult. But we've got a few runners racing Master. Yeah, he's in and around that top 5-ish.
Through there, Magnussen back gets the hardest part of the track. How's he going to navigate this one? It's bad enough in the dry, even more difficult in the rain. Looks like he's done it quite nicely. Staying, up into, hovering around that top 5, top 6 positions.
Yeah, he's just gone a little bit wide there into the last part of Beckett's there, but at the moment we have Water and Blackside. As I say that, Blackside has actually picked up a penalty.
One more corner left to navigate then, and over the line, 1:36.3, the fastest time for a Water CZ. Really quite quick time that.
Yeah, he's done a really, really solid time there. I tried to watch him there in the last couple of corners, didn't seem to make any mistakes really, so yeah, very solid from him. And Nitrogash as well, the two Aston Martins, Mikey and Jack as well in third and fourth, so that's much better qualifying than last week.
6 disqualifications and 1 DNF from the one-shot qualifying. Always an interesting one. Let's take us through this field then.
So we've got Water taking pole for the sprint, then we have Nitrogash in second on the front row with him, then we have Mikey and Jack, the two teammates, third and fourth. Racing Master starting fifth, so he did end up in the top 5 there. Then Sab in sixth, good qualifying from him. Then we have King, Bruce, Jovi, Snav to round out the top 10. Then we have Sens, It's the Cat, Master Marshall, Xerox, JPH, Blackside, Maris, Spud, and Daryl, who all disqualified. So that is the grid for the sprint race.
I think Sender's got a different name for me on here. He's called II Faz. I'm guessing it's the same guy.
Ooh, okay.
Got a few people in the
Strange. Yeah,
chat
no,
with us
he's
as well. Atsu, Lucas Blaha joining us. I think you've got some fans as well in the chat, Joel.
fans?
You have some fans. You do indeed.
Oh no.
You're dead right is the reply to that.
Now I'm interested to see who this is now. So it looks like it's going to be a dry race, as Sens has actually left the session again.
Yeah, he's disconnected again.
Yeah, hopefully we can get him back in before the race starts. Yeah, dry sprint race, so obviously we don't get the weather reports.
Let's go then. Oh, it's a formation lap, isn't it? Obviously.
Yeah.
But I say no lights came on. Usually one light comes on though for the beginning of the formation lap. Sarok saying he should have qualified P9 if he didn't invalidate on the long right-hander before pit entry. I've got a name in here which I'm afraid, Joel, you might have to help me pronounce.
Right. Who is it?
Because
Oh.
it's spelled O-I-S-I-N and I don't want to butcher it.
Oh, right. That's Oshin, yeah, that's an Irish name,
Okay.
yeah. Hello, Oshin.
I thought it was there, but I didn't want to say it just in case.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, yeah. It's, yeah, a lot of people do get it wrong in fairness, so, yeah.
And then we've also got cheering you on Eli, I'm guessing?
Yeah, that's my brother, yeah.
Okay. I didn't want it to be like Ellie and it'd be really awkward that I called him Eli.
Yeah, that actually happened, I think that happened a year or two ago. I think it was Malk or someone called him
Oh, really?
Ellie.
Okay.
But
And
anyway,
Adam.
back to the on-track action.
It's fine, they're only doing their formation lap for now. Sprint race then, 9 laps, and then a long race, 50%, 27 laps, I think, because the sprint is usually a third of the race. Sprint race positions, top 8 score points, 8 points for first, down to 1 point for 8th, and then standard point scoring then for the normal race. It'd be interesting to have a look, Joe, who is running soft tyres. We've got a pretty good spread in the field of soft and medium runners.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would have expected probably more drivers to actually go to the softs, it being only 9 laps. But yeah, I suppose some drivers want to just hold on to their tires, not suffer too much wear nearing the end of the race, I suppose. But maybe saving a set of softs for the race.
Maybe they've done more practice than I have and they know different. Eli's saying he'd
Yeah,
feel
maybe
bad
they
correcting
do.
Mount because he's been calling him wrong for so long. Anyway, on to the action then. 4 red lights, 5, and we will shortly be underway for the sprint race. And we are
Another delay.
off. Oh my god. McLaren getting a really good start in the background there. Looks like Water CZ has got the better start over Nitro. Although Nitro might have the inside line and take this one. Nitro will take P1. We've got a few drivers wide in the background, but I can't see anyone crashing.
Yeah.
I spoke too soon. Jack is
There
round.
there has been an accident. Yeah. Oh, as Mikey's been spun round as well, and he's got a Haas into the back of him, into the side of him as well. A couple of drivers into turn 1 got a bit of damages. There's more damage there, I think, for Saab possibly. Or Xerox, maybe.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a big crash. Huge.
3 cars off.
Wow. Daryl, Xerox, the cat.
Oh my
I'm not
god.
sure. Wow, that was. Wow.
Chaos. Jesus
Virtual
Christ.
safety car.
I think half the grid's got damage at this point.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a busy pit lane, I think, at the end of this lap. Yeah, wow. That was quite unexpected, you'd say, into that corner. I suppose it does get tight, kind of out of the exit of that section of the track, but
Yeah.
just
It's also, there's so many different sort of lines you can take through those corners that the lines sort of like intersect in the middle, so it does make it awkward through there.
certainly does. As we're back to green flag running, yeah. See who heads back into the pits. I think
Our
we'll
first
have
driver in. Who sped in the pit lane as well. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Saab there slowing right down. Who else is coming in? Saab's actually retired?
Is that in the pits?
He's
Darrell.
retired just. He's just come into the pits and he's retired, and Darrell's also retired.
Yeah, interesting. I suppose the only issue is in a sprint race. There's no pits, is there? So you don't really get a chance to catch up unless it's a safety car. So it is worth carrying on, but each of their own. As we have another retirement king on track, that is. That'll be a VSC. Maybe even a full safety car.
Oh.
We've got a yellow flag overtake here going on by Racer Master, who is giving that position back. No, he's not. He's not giving that position back. He's just overtaken under safety car there. It's the cat as well. Still only a VSC though. No safety car. Interesting. Sab in the chat, not happy with the driving standards at the back of the field there. We saw a lot going on. Yeah, I can hear you. There we go, safety car.
Yeah, I've disconnected again. I'm gonna have to
From the
sort this
game.
out. Apologies for this. Yeah.
I'll send you an invite. So we'll get the safety car anyway, so. I think it's gonna be a busy steward's office so far as it stands tonight. JP's back in. Nice. Of course, drivers choosing to DNF. Well, I say two of the drivers chose to DNF in the pits, but they could have caught back up under the safety car here. Each to their own. Nightgash decided to pit under the safety car. Interesting decision. I think I'd rather, unless he's got damage, I'd rather the track position. Could be that we had damage. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, interesting one there as well. Was he still in the lead there at the end, or?
I think so. Yeah. Now he's dropped right to the back of the field.
Yeah, a bit of a strange one. He will be on brand new soft tires, of course, but yeah, it's a lot of positions he's lost, and he won't have much time to gain it all back.
No, exactly. It's only going to be a couple of laps, and that tyre advantage isn't going to be much. Got the IRC gang at the front. Out of the water season.
Yeah, certainly are. I think the three of them have probably had a fairly tough time of it so far this season, especially I think Snav and JPH. They certainly haven't had the start of the season that they would have wanted, but
no, not at
so
all.
far so good for them today.
Yeah, Scotty's just saying that you can't give the place back once he's overtaken. The game won't allow it. You can give it back. You've just got to drive off the track, and then it will let you give that position back. Easily to do, just like on the straight where you're not going to risk like getting a corner coupling or anything like that. But nonetheless, it's done now. I'm sure Blackside will be putting in the steward's office regardless. Adam then cheering on the McLarens for the win. Bruce and JPH reigning champions then from Tier 4, and I think they won Tier 3 the season before as well. So they have a title they'd like to defend in those McLarens.
Yeah, they've really got a lot of experience in defending their positions, and as you said, winning the championship last season, they're very much a cohesive team. So yeah, they'll be hoping to have a strong finish to the season, or a strong rest of the season.
See then, just waiting for the safety car to get back around one more time and we should be ready to get underway here. It's quite common a safety car doesn't really come out around here because the walls are so far away from the track.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of safety cars, as Jovi's actually just run into the back of Xerox under the safety car there. I don't think he's picked up damage or a penalty or anything, but just he kind of misjudged the speed that everyone was going and kind of just ran right into the back of Xerox. But I think all is okay with him.
Yeah, you already had that 5-second penalty from speeding in the pit lanes at the beginning. There we go then, safety car is in this lap.
Yep, safety car in, keep an eye on the leader's water at the head of the field. He's going to slow everything right down.
See where he's going to go. Where would you go, Joel, if you were doing a safety car restart, or do you want to keep that one quiet?
Ooh, I'm going to keep, no, I'm not going to keep that quiet. I won't be leading any race this week, but I think I would probably just go, just kind of coming out of the exit of club, so out of the exit of this corner here, if he can get a good run out of it, that is what he's going to do. He's going to try and pull away from Bruce, and he does actually really well. He's pulled already 8/10 from him, so that's a brilliant restart.
Yeah, really good restart from him. Blackside obviously is disconnected. Jack's ran outside of Blackside. There's a disconnected car. We got Maris right on the rear of his teammate Racer Master.
He actually let him pass there. They actually swapped positions, so Racing Master back ahead of his teammate, as you see Mikey losing a few positions, but he's going around the outside. He's made 2-3 positions there because of the car of Blackside, who is disconnected, I think. Is he, or is he back?
I think he's disconnected. Oh, Faz has run straight into the back of his teammate Nitrogash and spun him round. That is poor from Sens.
Yeah.
He's run into the back of someone else as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's completely misjudged the braking zone there. Yeah, taking out his teammate Nitrogash, who started this race in the lead. He's now going to finish it all the way down in P15.
Not ideal, but an eye out for the front of the race. Bruce is on a chase for water. He's going to go for the speed down the straight. Obviously no DRS in this lap because we just had a safety car. Water will break it earlier, but Bruce will hold it around the outside, and that will be P1 then for Bruce. Up ahead of Water's Easy for the lead of the sprint race.
Yeah, very good overtake there, Bruce. He caught right back up to Water there after a good restart, and now he's going to look to pull away as he sets the fastest lap.
Oh, contact between Jack and Maris. And Maris has gone round. I'm not too sure whose fault that was. I think that might have been on Jack, unfortunately. We've got a yellow flag in that first sector.
Yeah,
he just sort of cut across the corner and acted as if he wasn't there.
That'll be one for the stewards for sure, as Sens moves out the way of his teammate there. Probably a bit of feeling a bit bad for what happened on the last lap.
Got Jack about to make another move. Jack is really on fire today. He's been climbing up the field. Obviously we only had a one-shot qualifying, so the order that everyone was in is not necessarily the order they should be in. But he's had to get off the throttle there, and Mikey's having a sniff as well.
Yeah, Mikey just needs to be sensible here, wait for his opportunity. Obviously this is his teammate, so he's not going to be looking for an outrageous move on him. I think Jack will have the overspeed on Sav here out of Mags and Beckett's.
Blackside's also going to make a move on Spud.
Let's
go back to Jack to swoop round the outside of Snav. Lovely move.
Lovely textbook move there from Jack, putting himself into the top 10. He looks quick today.
DRS then is enabled for the last 2 laps of the race. 3 laps? 3 laps of the race.
Yeah, 3 laps left. JPH is all over the back of Water now to maybe... Oh, he's getting right close to his rear there, but yeah, he's looking to make it a 1-2 for the McLarens in the sprint race.
Placing his car perfectly.
Yeah, are they going to make contact? No, JBH around the outside. He's got it done, yeah. Good
Lovely
move from him
JBH.
there as Racing Master now also looking to capitalise on this battle.
Oh, Snaver's gone round in the background.
Yeah, it looks... I'm not sure exactly what happened. Maybe he made contact with Mikey. They seemed very close on their timing sheets.
JPH then, he must have some serious straight line speed on that car. He's not been overtaken in the DRS there.
No, he hasn't, as Mikey loses out a few positions to Massive Marshall on black side, so he's dropped down to 8th now.
Racing Master's almost pushing Water through the track here as he gets on the brake nice and early, not to make contact with the driver up ahead. Let's see then in the DRS. Oh, JPH loses the car there, and that's going to allow a couple of drivers through quite easily.
Yeah, just a poor mistake there. It looked like he kind of had second more or less sewn up, and now he's going to be under huge pressure from Jack. Jack is looking at a possible podium, sprint podium here if he can just get past JPH, but he's too far back for now.
Marshall in the background also making a move on black side. Black side thinking about sending it back into the corner there. Doesn't go for it. Doesn't want a repeat of Hamilton in that Mercedes and Red Bull in the Red Bull through co-ops.
As Racing Master now going to make a move on Water. I think he is, and he's going to make this stick fairly easily. Water cannot defend that at all. No DRS for him. So now JBH is going to be looking to make a move, put himself back on into the top 3.
And also while we were on board with black side making a move on Marshall as well after getting overtaken. Adam cheering on the McLaren, saying lovely from the McLaren just before JPH spun. Or we had a half spin. JPH looking to send it up the inside of turn 1. That is brave racing from JPH.
Very brave, and they don't make any contact either, as now Jack is looking to make a move.
Give me an off, what an off angle shot.
He's around the outside, he does make it stick, so now he's got JPH in his sights. Can he make it onto the podium here?
Yeah, lovely move from Jack.
He'll have...
Water then losing 2 positions in, what, 3 corners. Let's see then how good's JPH's run going to be through Magus and Beckett's. Going to be important here so that he doesn't have Jack right on his tail through the hanger straight. Let's see what kind of exit he can get out of here. Doesn't look too bad, but Jack is quite close to the back of JPH, and he's going to burn through the ERS to make this move round the outside. JPH late on the brake. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Yeah, it looks like JPH is just going to keep that position, I think. Yeah, Jack is just going to settle for 4th. It's still a decent result for him.
Not bad at all. 2 McLarens then really shining for the sprint race.
I'll tell you who won't be too happy. Nitrogash, he will not be at all with that finishing 10th in the end. So I suppose he did make up a few positions, but it could have been so much more. It could have been the sprint race win.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why he pitted under that safety car. Unless he had damage and I didn't see it. It could be possible, but other than that, I don't understand why he decided that, and then obviously contact with his teammate, which is really unfortunate. It's bad enough getting put around by anybody, but being at your teammate, it's always frustrating.
Yeah, very frustrating and kind of an awkward one as well. I'm not sure if it's ever happened to you, but when there's contact between teammates, it's not a nice feeling. But
No,
yeah,
it's frustrating.
we'll run you through the sprint race result and the order for the main race. So we have Bruce taking pole and the sprint race win. Then we have Racing Master, JPH in the McLaren, good result for the McLarens. Then we have Jack, Walter, Blackside, Master Marshall, and Mikey with the last point in the sprint. Then we have Sir Spud, Nitrogash rounding out the top 10. Giovi, Xerox, Sens, Maras, Snav, Cat, King, Sab, and Daryl in 19th and the last place for the sprint. So Sab and Daryl, they retired on lap 1, so they'll be looking for a much better time of it in the main race. But yeah, interesting. Looks like it's going to be dry for the race by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks nice and dry out there. I don't know if it's gonna rain partway through the track, partway through the race, but it looks pretty blue skies out there in Silverstone.
Yeah, rare, a rare sight, but yeah, I'm sure the drivers will be happy enough with that. They can just focus on their strategy now. What would you go for in terms of strategy with Joe for this 26?
I think it's got to
lap race?
be medium softs, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Through here,
I think so. Yeah, I wouldn't, if I was one of those drivers now, I wouldn't be touching the hard tires. I don't think
no,
they're not nice on this track. Definitely not.
no, not at all. Eli is asking then in the chat, Joel, predictions for the race, top 3. What do you think?
I think. Do you know what? I think Nitrogas showed he showed good pace in the race, and I think he'll be able. I think he'll stay clean, and I think he'll get third. Second, I think Racing Master will take second, and I think. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for JPH to take the win. I think he's had a tough time of it this season, but I think he'll come back, and he'll get his win. So that would be my prediction. Maybe a bold one, but yeah.
I think I'm going to agree with something
Yours?
quite similar. Yeah, I was thinking something along the same line. I think JPH is going to win the race. I'm going to go with then a Red Bull second and third. Nitrogash and Sens just behind all Faz as it shows on my screen.
Interesting. Yeah. They've yeah, definitely Notrigash especially showed good pace there. I think it was just probably as you said earlier, the wrong move to go into the pits, and then just contact with his teammate. But yeah, he definitely showed his potential. So it'll be an interesting watch for sure. Of course, we want to look out for the likes of Daryl starting way back as well. He's shown great pace this season, so he'll
Yeah,
be looking to move forward.
going to be interesting. I think the Astons are going to climb a couple of positions as well, but we'll see where they all finish. I think Adam's going to be cheering on the two McLarens to get both on the podium. We obviously both put JPH in first, but did either of us mention Bruce?
No, Bruce. Yeah.
Oh, I think you're having some connection issues again, Joel.
Really?
Okay. Right then, out on the grid they go for their formation lap number 2 for the feature race tonight. Bruce on pole, 26 laps, not 27, sorry. Two McLarens leading on the podium for now. Adam happy about that one, but whether they will both end up on the podium, we will have to wait and see. Hopefully a few less collisions on lap 1 will be nice today, this race, sorry.
Yeah, hopefully everyone can just keep it clean, keep it nice and steady, not go for it too hard on the first lap. It is a long race. A lot of drivers there on the hard tires as well. If you look through, the majority of them are actually on hards, which is
Interesting.
it's really baffling, to be honest, for me.
Maybe they've done more practice than I know about, and hard's the best tyres, but I think they'll be doing a medium soft.
Yeah, certainly not what we expected, but yeah, maybe they know more than us. Probably do, but yeah, they'll probably try and bolt on a set of softs. I can't imagine they'd be going hard medium.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Quite often the game does like that hard medium strategy if you don't save an extra pair of softs, but if you save the pair of softs, it often does like to put you on them. So we'll wait and see what they're going to do.
Yeah, we will. It'll be another thing to look out for sure. The two Williams on the softs, so they'll be pushing quite hard in the opening laps. I think they probably will definitely make a few positions for sure, as long as they can keep out of trouble.
Let's leave it on. Some people like to turn off the telemetry, but I always leave it on. Hides the ERS, I suppose, if people are tuning into the stream to watch. But oh well. Bruce then, not messing about, getting on with it. Straight on the grid.
Yeah, he wants to get going. You can see it there. Yeah, he wants to just pull clear. As a couple of drivers not making their grid spots.
Well, we are about to get underway then for the Silverstone feature race. 5 red lights, and we will wait for the cars to move before I say go. And they are away. A little bit of a visual glitch, but it looks like a good start from Racing Master. But it's going to have the inside line down to turn 1. Is he going to get past Bruce? It's the same as the sprint race. No, he's not. He doesn't get past. No one. I can't see anyone going around this time. I'm feeding back through the field. We've got a Williams right on the tail of Snav, but still no one's yet to go around. A bit of broken wing I can see up ahead. Possibly Snav's car as Snav collects Maris and they go round. Yellow flag for that spin, but I can't see anyone out of the race just yet.
No, Maris there, unlucky with Snav making contact. He's gone around. I don't think he's picked up damage. Snav has picked up damage. I'm not sure. Did someone at the front pick up a bit of front wing damage there? Did you see? Or
I didn't see anyone, but JPH and Racing Master side by side through Cops. This could get tasty. Obviously JPH on the harder tyres. He holds on nicely around the outside, but they're going to go side by side through Magus and Beckett's. Oh, this is tight. Risky place to go side by side, and Racing Master does get that position then on those medium tyres.
Jack is going to get the run though. Jack is going to get the run out of the exit of the corner, down the hanger straight. He's going to make the move on JPH. He's going to slot in behind Racing Master. JPH losing another position. Self and Water side by side. Water's going to have the
contact.
Inside, but JPH will... Ooh.
Monkey off. I'm not too sure where he's crashed out.
Yeah, he's...
At the pit entry.
He's crashed at the pit entry. A very strange one there. We could see a safety car maybe as Massive Marshall's gone round. King has picked up a 10-second penalty. So he's obviously cut club possibly there.
Yeah, I think he's cut through the whole thing, was spanned through it and just rejoined by the start-finish line as Snav's gone round. I think that one might have been of his own accord that time. But it is close racing near the front of the field.
Certainly is. Everyone really bunched up at the minute as Blackside trying to go around the outside of Water, and I think he's going to make the move stick, is he?
I think he is just...
He is, yeah. Good move from him there. Waters lost that position now down to P6. Going very wide there as well. But yeah, not a good start at all for the Alpha Remains down in 17th and 18th. They're battling away, but only for a minor positions. As Nitrogash looking to make a move on Giovi, who actually has front wing damage, I think, so he might be boxing at the end of this lap.
Yeah, looks like he's missing some end plates and yeah, slowing the corner, so that's an easy move for Nitro then.
Yeah, the
Racing Master
Alpines.
chasing Bruce as well.
Ooh, Darrell looking to go around the outside of Xerox. I'm not sure if he got pushed off the track there, but he's gone really far wide and he's nearly facing the wrong way. He's lost loads of positions. He had a really good start, but it's all unravelled now.
Sab up to P11. We've got Silverstone in the chat cheering on Spud for a win and Nitrogash for the wall. So on board then with Sab, who on those soft tyres is all over the rear of Xerox. You've got King just behind him, also on soft tyres. But this should be an easy move for Sab if he just gets on with it. Down the inside of Xerox. Move made quite easily back across the racing line, and well done there. Sab, oh, King goes steaming around the outside. I carried way too much speed down into Brooklands.
Yeah, he's carried too much speed. He's going to get the exit though on Xerox. Xerox going very wide there. I think the Mercedes is going to make the move around the outside. Yeah, he is. Xerox is just going to slot in behind.
Yeah, move made quite easily, and thankfully no side-by-side through cups.
Yeah, we're back to the lead of the race now as Racing Master is going to look to make the move on Bruce. Right on the outside, he's gonna wait. He's gonna hold back. Doesn't want to fight it too hard. Having to lift off there as well.
Let's see then, can Racing Master get this position? Obviously Bruce had a brilliant start, was nearly 2 seconds down the field, but Racing Master's caught him up quite nicely. And this is going to be a competition for first place. We got someone cheering Racing Master on in the chat, Long Row. He was here last week chasing on Racing Master when he was trying to chase down Sens. But can he get him then onto the Wellington Straight? He got a good exit out of Village. He's going to go around the outside for Brooklands, but Bruce is going to keep the car up on the inside and defend that quite nicely.
Yeah, he's defended that nicely, and that has kind of brought Jack into this now as well. So this is going to make it possibly
got a yellow flag
battle with JPH.
Double crash at the back. It's a red flag. Cat and Xerox both out.
Wow, right on the exit of the corner there of Brooklands. That is a nasty accident by the looks of it.
Wow.
Is that our first? That's our first red flag this season in all tiers, is it?
I think that's our first red flag, yeah, since this game started.
Very interesting. That's going to kind of reset for everyone. A few drivers will be delighted with that, of course, picking up damage or falling back into the field, but I'm not sure Bruce or Racing Master would be too happy having to restart again.
Just waiting for the game to get itself ready. Xerox saying he held the inside of the turn and now broke himself. Then when I spun backwards, I had an Alpine collect him.
Sounds like just an unlucky incident there, yeah. Probably the Alpine just probably didn't have time to react.
Let's get back on the field then. 4, 5 red lights. We are straight underway. Waiting for the race start. And we are off. Bruce getting not the best start. I think Racing Master's going to get down the inside. He does. Let's get an on-shot from JPH. A move made quite easily. Aston Martin also thinking about a move up the inside. Jack into 3rd place. And we're not even at turn 3 yet. Round the outside he goes. Softs on JPH. We'll have a look at the tyres. The tyres are shown on screen. A good start across the field. I don't see anyone around. No contact as far as I can say. Oh, I say contact. There is some contact. Darrell and Sir Spud.
Darrell. Yeah, Darrell's facing the wrong way again. Just missed. Both of us missed that. We couldn't quite catch it, but
I was on board with Darrell at the time. Actually, I've had an off-car shot of him, so I did see that one.
Okay, that'll be one to look back at later. Sure.
Let's keep an eye on the front of the field, though. I think that's where it's most important. Racing Master on those soft tyres. He's going to just pull this gap, you'd assume, especially through Magus and Beckett. He's going to have way more grip through there. Although he's not really dropping anyone, but Jack is looking for that second place then.
Jack, interestingly, he's on his used hard tyres that he put on at the start.
Yeah, interesting not to put onto new ones.
Yeah. Ooh, Bruce has gone deep. Can Jack get him on the switchback?
There's just not a lot of room to make a move.
Back of him. No, no room there, but he is all over the back of him, so he'll look to make the move soon enough, I would suspect.
Keeping it clean then. Racing Master ran a bit wide. Jack behind Bruce. JPH also on the soft tyres in fourth. Yeah, that is weird, isn't it? Jack and Nudgegas both keeping the same hard tyres that they started the race on. Interesting decision there. 3-second penalty for Water already as he makes a move but loses it on Nitrogash. But I'm more interested in this battle up ahead. JPH 2 tenths behind Jack and on the much faster tyres as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We could be looking at a 3 wide moment down the hanger straight now. See what can happen.
Jack's gonna be ahead easily.
Yeah, he's really had a huge overspeed as Nitrogash, or Sens rather, actually trying to go around the outside. JPH.
He's gone off track to keep that position there.
Yeah, by the rules of F1, he probably should give that place back, but he's going to keep going, and now he's right on the back of Bruce.
Oh, this is tight. Is he going to send it? No, he's not. He's going to wait. Black side on JPH. He probably had to think about it, sending it up the inside, but he decided not to.
Yeah, just biding his time. This is a fairly long train. It actually, the DRS train now going all the way back to Massive Marshall in 12, so yeah, the field all being bunched up here. Racing Master on the softs, not really being able to pull away from Jack either. So Jack does seem to have really good pace.
He's looked quick all weekend, to be honest, and yeah, 7 tenths behind on those harder tyres.
Yes, now he has Sens. He's going to make the move on Bruce, so it's kind of all falling apart for the McLarens in the race so far.
I think in the background, King's going to make a move on Maris down the inside into Stowe, and the move is not made yet, but it will show him the door on the exit, and a move made then by King up to P12.
Yeah, it's a couple of fastest laps being set there. Jovi's actually made the move on Maris as well.
JPH then all over the rear of his teammate. I wonder if he's going to let him pass, but they've got a McLaren behind who made contact with JPH, and that's a half spin for JPH. Contact with Blackside, that's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, he's been just spun around there, losing all those positions, down to P8 now. So yeah, really not what he would have wanted, especially considering the McLaren's sprint result.
Xerox then is rooting for Spud to bring Ferrari some much needed points. We have Merch in the chat who said that I thought red flags were still bugged on this game. I didn't see any issues during that with the red flags. Sab picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Scotty disappointed in the contact with Daryl from Sab. I don't know who's no, not Sab, from Spud. I don't know whose fault it was. We got a spinner, it looks like. Bruce this time in the McLaren round.
Yeah, Bruce has gone round, so it's really unravelling for the McLarens now. Bruce dropping way down to the back of the field as Racing Master's facing the wrong way on the exit. on the exit of Stowe there, that was very dangerous.
Oh mine.
Lucky to get away unscathed there.
Bruce then down to P13. We've got Kaze in the chat saying, evening to everyone in here. Racing Master getting past Bruce. It's gone really badly for them. For the McLaren of Bruce. Adam will be fuming, as Eli said in the chat.
Yeah, Adam won't be too happy. JPH still, now he's in the top 6, so he's still running at least. He's got the Williams of Saab right behind him. And with Racing Master dropping all the way back, this has really opened it up now for Jack to have running some clean air, but he has Sens who looks mightily fast, so you might have got something right there, Joe. He's gonna look to make a move for the lead soon enough, I think.
Well, I had JPH to lead, but both Red Bulls to round out the podium, and they aren't far off, 2nd and 4th as it stands.
Oh, definitely not, yeah.
Of course, there is still plenty of time to go yet. We've got another 16 laps of racing before we consider where these McLarens are going to finish. JPH going a little bit deep. I don't know if those softs are already starting to have some issues. Maybe the softs aren't quite as quick as we thought at the beginning, Joe.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, they seem to not even get going at all, really. But yeah, he's struggling now. Yeah, he's gone deep into village there as well. So as he's squirmy on the exit as well, coming out of the loop.
Eli saying he called a Saab podium from 18th at the beginning of the race. Saab is up into P7. It's been a really good race for Saab so far.
It surely has, yeah. He'll just want to get a good result, not make any mistakes. Now he's in a good position, so yeah, he'll just want to keep it clean, keep catching the guys ahead. He's not far behind JPH, as we said, so
I think it's going to be a move made for Nitro Gas around the outside. No, can't quite get late enough on the brakes to outbrake Blackside. And you imagine Blackside's going to stay ahead to round out this lap. He does that nicely. Bruce losing another position to Racing Master. So those two are having a bit of a battle together. Is Bruce going to send it down the inside of Vale? No, he had to think about it, but he backed out of that one. Really close though to the rear of Racing Master's Hearse. Jack on those hards, Joel, he's got some real pace. Senza's not really catching him. 7/10 behind us, been sort of that similar gap the whole time.
yeah, no, he definitely does, especially the 12 lap old hards compared to the still fairly fresh medium tires. He's holding on well, but Senza is getting a bit closer there. But yeah, he'll have the opportunity as well to probably go into softs to the end of the race, or maybe mediums if he's looking at the way the soft runners have gone so far. But he's definitely, even if he can't hold on to the race lead now, he'll definitely be the main contender towards the end of the race.
Yeah, I think he'll be on the optimal strategy as well come the end, because Sens, whether he puts on the softs or the hards, the softs just don't seem to be going too well.
No, they don't. Sorry, Waters there just or Blackside rather, losing out to Nitrogash. So now you're dead right. The two Red Bulls are looking at podium finishes.
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd as it stands. Soldier Stone saying in the chat, if Nitrogash makes a podium, he'll have to make a return to this game and make him his bitch.
Wow. Silverstone, that is a throwback. Haven't seen him in a while.
It just looks like Jack has just the exit of the corners onto these straights. He just seems to have some real good pace, and it keeps him ahead for the whole straight. As saying about pace, Blackside then picking up the pace ahead of Nitrogash. Nitrogash is going to look backwards for another car right behind him. Water in P5 carrying a 3-second time penalty as it stands. Really good start though for those Red Bulls. 6 and 11 positions made between them. It's each, sorry.
Yeah, definitely brilliant stuff from them, but they are losing touch to the two guys ahead. Senza Jack pulling away from this group every lap. Of course, these guys really fighting it out at the minute, so they don't want to fall too far back, but great battle here.
Yeah, Nitrogash right on the tail of Blackside, but he's also going to look backwards at Water, who is right behind him.
Yeah, Nitrogash on the fairly used tyres. I think he's hard tyres. He's probably struggling a bit now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him into the pits in the next couple of laps.
Yeah, I have to wait and see. It looks like JPH's soft tyres are coming towards the end of their run, as we've got Sab still right behind him, but he's not catching on those ahead.
He's still 1.5 seconds behind them. He'll probably he'll box for the medium tyres in a couple of laps, as well as we've got a move. Massive Marshall and Jovi going side by side.
A little bit of contact, but move is made then by Jovi.
Yeah, looking back to the front now as well. Sends a little bit closer to Jack. Jack again getting a brilliant exit out of the corner. He is really doing an excellent job to keep the Red Bull behind.
I think it's a little bit of ERS management as well, because Sens doesn't have any left to use, and Jack's still 60% in the bag to defend with.
Yeah, he's doing a brilliant job there. He clearly has a lot of pace in that Aston Martin.
Bruce and Maris having a bit of a battle at the back of the field. Maris into the pits he goes, behind his teammate. This is a bit of a mistake going on, Joel. Haas double stacking here. We've got a yellow flag.
Stack, that is not ideal. I think
Darryl might have gone round, I think. Maybe it was
quite sure, yeah.
Or Giovi actually.
Oh, it's Sav, I think it's Sav, is he?
He's still up in 7th.
No, Snav.
Snav, sorry.
In the Alfa Romeo. Yeah, I think he might have made a mistake there into club. I'm not really 100% sure.
Coming in ahead of Massive Marshall and those softs. They've done a few laps on them now. 8 laps. They're going to start getting a bit tired out. Jack has pulled a second then to Sens.
He's nearly gotten himself out of DRS range. Sens still has the DRS, but he's miles back now. Yeah, Jack just doing a great job to manage the tyres and his ERS. As Nitrogash heads for the pit lane. And
He
Sens
lost a couple of positions, he's had enough.
Yeah.
Like he has left the session. Oh, he had already crashed out.
So Sens, interestingly, as well.
Both Red Bulls in the pits, yeah. A double stack.
That is going to be another double stack, yeah.
I'll tell you what, they look like they were ready for him though. It's still a pretty quick stop for the 2 Red Bulls.
Yeah, it was actually, yeah. Great job from the pit crew there. But he does have JPH right behind him, nothing to separate them as they're going through the pit lane. So, yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens there. I think Nitrogash did lose a bit of time.
Yeah, I think he did lose a little bit, but I don't think he lost much. He was only sort of 1.5 seconds ahead of JPH anyway. Be interesting though to see what Jack and Blackside are going to do at the front of the field. Whether they're going to try and cover off this pit stop or not.
Yeah, you'd imagine Jack would head in this lap. He's done 16 laps on those tyres, 15 laps, so yeah, he'll look to get rid of those. Rid of those tyres. Hopefully, he'll be hoping that Sens can't do the undercut on him, as we got King and Massive Marshall battling it out. King making the move there. They've got a McLaren right behind them, of Bruce as well. Sens actually picks up a penalty. Water as well picking up.
Got a yellow flag. No idea where or what for. Bruce running up onto the grass there. Trying to keep the car under control. Darrell up into P8 then.
Yeah, up into P8. He still has to pit though. I think he's the last of the drivers yet to pit. He's got Sens not far behind him. Sens has actually gone onto his used hard tyres from the start of the race, Joe. I'm not sure if he's made a mistake with that.
No, I'm not too sure either. That's a strange one.
Am I looking at that right?
It does look that way.
Very strange. I think that's probably cost him any chance at a win.
I'd have thought he'd have strapped on another pair of mediums, to be honest.
Yeah. Very odd one.
Unless he didn't have another pair of mediums because he used them in the sprint. I'm not too sure how the tyre locations exactly work through sprint and feature race. Yeah, and it might explain to you why some of the drivers didn't change their hard tyres at the beginning during that red flag, because they just didn't have another set of tyres to go onto.
Yeah, maybe they that was their only option. Yeah, there's a couple of drivers heading into the pits, or Spud, Saad, Blackside. Interestingly though, Jack is staying out, so he's going to go to the soft tyres. Looks like.
Darrell picking up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate for Darrell. He's not having the day he would have hoped.
No, not at all. But currently Bruce then is essentially P1 right now.
I'm not sure if you're seeing this, but Blackside is
left the session.
Has he left the session? Yeah. He had issues in the sprint, I think, and he's now.
His car is stuck doing 40 miles an hour as well.
Yeah, that's not safe at all. He's not ghosted either. Ooh, God. Right on the apex of the corner.
I'm not too sure what's going on there with Blackside's car. I'll try and get him back in the session. Oh, I don't have him as a friend, so. Oh, I do. Send him an invite, but he's not going to want to come back now.
No, he won't. He was in a good position, but he's. Yeah, there's no way of him coming back here. His car is still driving around going 60 kilometers an hour, 40 miles an hour. So it's going to be quite dangerous once the leaders catch up to the back of him, if he's still going.
Jason in the chat saying that he thinks the tyres might be a game glitch. Could be possible. Good to see you in the chat. It's been a while, mate. But a game glitch could be the issue. What is a game glitch is though is Blackside's car going so slowly, so now picking up a 5-second penalty for going not slow enough, ironically, to the pits. But that Blackside car is just going to linger on track.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get out of the way soon enough, and can't see that it will. Bruce now coming up to it.
Oh my god. It's just not go
This
through
is
that at all.
this is not at all safe. Oh, Sen's nearly running into the back. Nitro Gash is going to catch
Well,
him.
this is going to be
on the
interesting.
apex
Oh
on the
my
corner.
god. Jesus Christ. God, it's more interesting to watch the cars overtaking this car.
My
It's going to be on the blind exit
This is-
here for Sab. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, more
Racing
importantly,
Master.
Jack has pitted.
Yeah,
Oh
Jack's
my
in
god.
pit. Oh.
Jesus Christ. Maybe we shouldn't be drawing attention to this. Oh my god, he's gone straight to the back of him. Massive Marshall into the back of Blackside. Oh my god, I was on board with that.
Oh, and King has gone.
Red flag.
King has crashed as well.
A double.
King's gone into the back of him as well.
God.
Oh, what a disaster! What a disaster, lads.
You got to say that was
It was
inevitable.
bound. It was
Jack-
yeah, it
Jack
was
is going to be
bound
gutted
to
though
happen.
that he pitted.
Yeah, Jack just
Oh
pitted.
my
Yeah.
god.
Wow. We need to catch our breath now. Wow.
I tell you what, I was gonna turn attention from this because I didn't want to watch it too much and draw away from the racing on track, but I could just foresee something happening, and I'm glad I did stay on board with him.
Yeah, it was
Oh my
always going to happen.
God.
That car, the car going so slow into Maggots and Beckett's as well. One of the fastest corners in the world, or maybe even the fastest corners in the world. And yeah, it was never ever going to end nicely there for those cars. I'm sure that'll be going straight into the stewards.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to be a hard one to judge, but we will get back
Yeah.
underway. Jack is still on pole, on first place though, actually, so he won't be complaining too much. Wait, hang on, second
In
place.
second place.
That's not
yeah.
too bad. Let's see who gets the better start.
No.
Water does get that better start. We got some their old retirement showing up. This is going to be dangerous. A few wide into the first couple of corners. No contact just yet. We've got some positions being made all around the field, but I've not seen anyone go around other than Snav. Haas wide in the background alongside his teammate. Two McLarens sandwiching the Red Bull. We've got the Haas making a better exit. Racer Massa, are they going to collect each other on the exit? They're not. They're going to get through nice and tidy. And JPH will say thank you very much for this position, I think, because we've got a 5-lap shootout then for the end of the race. And this has really played back into the hands of the McLarens,
Yeah,
who
it
did not have a
certainly
good
has.
race
They
start.
Yeah, they look dead and buried, but now they've come back and they come. Oh, Daryl's been pushed off the track there by Maras, I think. He was briefly in the gravel.
I tell you what,
Yeah,
Daryl
he's
cannot
managed
catch a
to-
break today.
No, he's been really, really unlucky. Daryl has.
Blackside's either back in his car or his AI is getting a move on. Which is good to see. We got Jack looking to make a move for the lead of the race then around the outside of Water. Through Stoke, can he make the move made? Jack's not getting a lot of space, but he's going to hang it around the outside. That's a brilliant move from Jack.
Brilliant move, yeah, fantastic move. Sense ignoring blue flags.
Yeah, not.
It's all happening.
Blackside isn't back. I did send you an invite, mate. I'll send you another one.
So, in all of that, Sens has picked up a 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. That will be overturned by the stewards, I'm sure. He does have a 3-second penalty. Water is sitting on 6 seconds of penalties, so this is looking like an easy win for Jack if he can just hold on. He's in the lead as well, so he's managed to take that back.
A safety car then for one whole lap, because I'm pretty sure it will come straight back in after.
Yeah. We'll have to watch out for Bruce, Nitrogash and JPH as well. They'll all be vying for the podium spots as Sens of Water have those penalties. So that will be an interesting watch.
Interesting indeed. It's going to be interesting to see what Jack's going to do on the restart then. He did not do the last restart, I don't think. But this has been quite a chaotic race, to say the least.
Yeah, it certainly has. a lot of incidents, a lot of crashes as we've seen, of course. Blackside, he's gonna finish this race with a few points as well. So, um, yeah, he's kind of come off quite lightly compared to the lads who had an early bath, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, all those penalties up ahead is gonna help them gain a few extra positions as well at this rate.
Yeah. Safety
They're gonna
car not in.
one more lap.
Yeah.
We'll come in at the end of the next one then. I don't think it can come in. I don't think it can come in on the lap it comes out. If that makes sense. A couple of pits happening. Daryl and Maris. Bruce has left the session.
Well, Bruce has left. We'll try and get him back in.
Send him a couple of invites. Send him another one in just a moment. Hopefully get back in before the race gets back underway. 4 pits at the back. For a wing change, maybe? Or I'm not too sure why you'd be pitting other than that. No, not a wing change. Oh, just putting on new stuff.
No, yeah, new sauce for. Oh, Daryl's serving his penalty. That is smart, actually. Yeah, very smart from him.
Yeah,
Who
a couple
else?
of drivers
Anyone
doing
else?
that snav. Yeah, serving a penalty as well. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah, not bad at all. Racing Master, I think, has missed a trick there. He's still got his 5-second penalty.
Jack Marshall in the chat saying that was a massive crash and it did hurt. Actually, it looked chaotic to say the least. Marshall, a really big impact into the rear of, unfortunately, the AI of Blackside, of course. Drivers are responsible for their own cars, unfortunately, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens if that one goes into the stewards. It's going to be a hard one to judge. A big crash nonetheless, and we were just waiting for a car to hit it, as Blackside's got a 3-second penalty under safety car.
Yeah, riding on board, he's just kind of clipped over the curb there, really unnecessary position around the safety car, but yeah, not a great outing for him today, unfortunately.
Let's have a quick look at the penalties then. We got Jack leading the race with no penalties, then a 6 and 8 behind him, but Sen should get 5 of those removed. Bruce, Nitro and JBH all without penalties then. And then plethora of penalties behind. Racing Master on 5, who did have a fan in the background earlier. I don't know if he's still here or not. Sab, Spud and Blackside all carrying 3 seconds. I know someone was also cheering on Spud for a podium. Daryl, no penalties, so chaotic as it has been, it could be quite promising still for Daryl. Maris then 6 seconds, and Snav obviously serving that 5 seconds to get it out of the way.
Yeah, it actually could be a decent result for Daryl in the end. You're dead right. Yeah, he could actually take P7 or more if anything happens ahead. So, yeah, not bad considering the tumultuous time he's had today as we're underway, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack is going nice and early, and he's caught his opposition out, I think.
Yeah, he's caught Water off guard. Water just having a bit of a moment there out at the exit of the corner. Bruce as well, dropping well back from Sens in the Red Bull. And he's going to have Nitrogash all over the back of him now. Nitrogash is going to want to make this move fairly swiftly if he wants to chase the cars ahead.
Yeah, Nitrogash in a bit of a McLaren sandwich here.
Yeah, he's in McLaren sandwich. He's going to want to get out of there.
He thinks about it.
No, yeah, he's thought about it, not making the move just yet.
Probably the sensible decision. Daryl battling with Blackside around the outside, 3 wide here. Through Luffield as round goes Blackside.
Yeah, Blackside has gone round. That is definitely the end of the race for him.
It's difficult to tell really who's at fault when it's 3 wide. Eli still cheering on Sav for a podium position, but I think he's going to be a bit too far back now. Let's see then, Sen's all over the rear of Water, who is catching up to Bruce. Hang on, who is catching up to Jack, sorry. Jack.
Yeah, he's...
Obviously does have that penalty difference in his sights, so he doesn't need to worry too much, as we've got 1 lap left to go then.
Yeah, 1 lap left. Jack just wants to keep it clean. That is his only aim, I think. Now he just, if the guys want to go for it, they can go for it. He just needs to keep it facing the right way. And yeah, I think the battle to watch is Nitrogash, Bruce, and JPH as well. They're getting really racy now. Nitrogash really wants to make this move on Bruce.
I think there is no DRS still though, that's the only issue.
No, he's got a little bit more ERS, and though he's absolutely pelting it out, but not close enough.
Spud then around the outside of Daryl. Can't quite make a move. Daryl staying ahead in P9. Unfortunately, those pens are not going to matter up ahead of him, and he's not really going to gain any positions.
No, not really. He might gain one or two. We'll have
Whoa!
to wait and see. Oh, there's a car off the track. Is that Bruce? He's gone off.
He stayed ahead of Nitro just about there.
Yeah. For now, but Nitrogash is going to have the better exit, I think.
Interesting there.
Close.
Nitro's going to be a bit annoyed. He went off track to keep that position. Nitro's going to send it to the inside. Can't quite make it done.
No, and now JPH all over the back of him. Is he going to try and make a move? I think he is. Around the outside. Late on the brakes. Oh, push the Nitrogash. Nitrogash gone wide, and he's actually made the move.
Oh, Nitrogash round! Sab retired.
Sab is retired. Oh, he's retired just before the line. Oh, that is devastating for Sab and for Nitrogash especially. Oh.
So Eli, Sab is not on the podium. He's going to be out of the race. Last second. Wow. Oh my god.
And I can't believe what we've seen there in the last corner. Nitrogash being tapped, spun around by Racing Master, and then Sab must have just run into the back of them or something. But in all of that, Daryl's ended up picking up a fifth P5, so I think
Daryl driver of the day.
Yeah.
I think P6 it was for Daryl in the end, but Faz
P5
should get that penalty removed.
Oh yes, apologies.
Anyway, do you want to take us through the field then, Joe?
Yes, so we have Bruce taking the win, so he took full points this week, and then we have Blackside and Jack rounding out the podium spots. Then we have JPH in fourth, having a mad race really. Then Water in fifth, Daryl up to sixth, Nitrogash seventh. Unfortunate for him, he was looking at a podium, but just fell back in the end with that spin. Then we have Sens, Sir Spud, and Snav to round out the top 10. Then Maris, Racing Master, Sab, really unfortunate for him on the last corner there. Then Giovi, King, Massa Marshall, the Cat, Xerox, and Mikey all DNFing. But wow, what a race.
I don't quite understand how Jack has finished third here. Because I'm pretty sure he was ahead.
He was ahead, yeah. I didn't even notice that when I was reading it out. Yeah, Jack did win the race, didn't he?
I thought so. Sorry guys, you're going to lose the screen here. Whilst I just go back and check the finishing order. No, Bruce, wait, hang on. Jack is in, yeah, Jack crosses the line first, 100% with the fastest lap. What on earth happened?
That's the red flag glitch, I think. I think that's the red flag glitch.
Possibly. Sorry guys, you can't see anything at the moment. I'm just watching it back at the end of the race. Jack over the line first, ahead of Water CZ, and then sends. And Bruce shoots up. Unless Jack had a penalty that we just couldn't see. Sab crashing out right at the end. Mikey, yeah, I'm sure you know if Jack had a penalty or not. Did Jack have a penalty? It's going to be an awkward one to work out who actually won this race because let's take that.
I'm 99% sure it's the red flag glitch. I could be wrong, but I think we saw this in last year's game, possibly, or not last year's game, earlier last year. Issues with the red flag. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's caused the bug with the positions.
So we should have Jack in P1, Bruce P2, and JPH P3, as far as I can tell from the penalties on track. So we'll try and get those three in for an interview. See if we can get them in then for the interview. Sorry, guys, you're going to lose your screen again. I think that red flag, other than messing up the standings, I think it made the race quite interesting.
Yeah, it did. I think even if it at the end, it certainly made for good racing. As you said, bunched up the pack. We got to see a lot of really, really close battles and a few incidents as well. But no, it certainly does add to the excitement of the racing. But just unfortunate that it's still a bit buggy. Hopefully that'll be fixed for the next game.
Mike is saying that at least he got his position right, which of course was near the back of the field. Just see if we can get these three in.
We are here.
Oh, happy days, they are here. I forgot when OBS is running, I lose Discord noises. Right then, we will go to who I think is third place in this race, JPH. We'll start with you. A bit of a chaotic race, mate. You were sort of up and down, yo-yoing through the field. How did you feel at the end of that one?
Yeah, it was definitely a nice finish for a bit of a back and forth race, really. I mean, the sprint was interesting, and the red flags in the feature made it even more interesting with the people having to pick what strategy they fancy going on, that, especially after that first red flag being fairly early on.
Yeah, some split decisions really, whether to even bother changing tyres at all on that first red flag. I don't know what the tyre allocations are like during the sprint race and whether that played a part in it or not.
Yeah, with the allocations, you get your 3 sets of softs for the one-shot qualifying, which you take 2 across to the main race. And then you get given 2 tyres for the sprint, but those kind of like get sent back to Pirelli after the sprint race, so you don't get to use them for the feature. So it makes it interesting because normally you'd have like 2 sets of mediums in your feature race for a normal weekend. But obviously tonight we only had 1 set of mediums, so it's yeah, I think it definitely influenced some of the strategies after the red flag.
Yeah, because we said why didn't they go medium to medium, and that'll be why then they didn't have another set of mediums to go on to.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's something I always like to have as an extra set of mediums just in case.
Well, unless you watch back the race, you're not going to know what the predictions were. But I did have you on in P1 actually, so you didn't quite get.
You have a lot of faith in me, don't you?
Joel, any questions then for JPH?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, obviously, you didn't have an ideal start. I think you were, sort of in the middle of the race, you ended up facing the wrong way at one point. But what were your thoughts at that point? Obviously, it looked didn't look great for you and Bruce actually at one point. But then obviously you fought back. But what were your thoughts at that point when you were kind of both down near the bottom of the field?
I mean, my thoughts. I mean, I got tagged round in that sort of second stint phase, which wasn't really too helpful. But I think after that, it's just a case of trying to just clear your head and try and concentrate as much as you can. Just get back on it. I knew I had okay pace to be able to not lose too much time. And at that point, I knew I was probably pitting earlier than those ahead of me, so I'd be able to get a bit of an undercut. So it was just a case of trying to get the head down, get going again, and see what I could do pace-wise. And had some good battles along the way, luckily, which didn't lose us too much time, which was quite good tonight.
Yeah, well, certainly you ended up with a great result. So congratulations on your podium.
Thank you.
Congratulations, JPH. On to next his teammate in the other McLaren, then Bruce, who I'm pretty sure you are P2. Bruce, how are you feeling after that race?
Yeah, no, I prefer the result of me winning by 5.5 minutes. To be honest, I think we should stick to that one. But yeah, it was a good race. Obviously, winning the sprint was a bit of a shock, so I wasn't expecting that at all. Obviously, qualifying 8th, so just managed to sort of pick my way through the carnage at the start of that and sort of take advantage of it. But yeah, it was quite a comfortable race, and then I just sort of went lawn mowing at Maggots and Beckett's on my own. I just complete mistake. The car started to go and tried catching it. I did the sort of standard snapback, and yeah, after that I sort of just sat on the hards and thought, okay, I'll just try and go to the end on them. And that sort of red flag at the end kind of rescued me a little bit.
Yeah, we will get onto those red flags because I will have a question for Jack about them, but I thought at one point, Bruce, you were going to be sort of a mile off the front of the field, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I should have been, to be honest. If it would have been a straightforward race without those red flags, I think I say trying to go to the end on the hards, I might have been able to hold on to maybe a 5th or a 6th, but yeah, like I say, just those red flags really got me back in. To be fair, I struggled a bit on the softs on the restart. I just couldn't get my head around how much grip they had compared to the hards I was on before, and yeah, I sort of felt like I was a bit of a roadblock for like Nitro and JPH towards the end there, but yeah, luckily managed to just about hold on. Obviously, the 2 guys in front of me had the penalties. I think I noticed that Sens is saying that one of his he got for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So yeah, I'd be interested to see what happens with that. But yeah, sort of just had to play it sensible really and not do anything silly.
Yeah, on the safety car restart, he got a 5-second penalty for not moving under blue flags, which was very bizarre. I'm sure he will get that removed.
Yeah, I think he's unsure about his 3 seconds as well on top of that. So I mean, I don't know how far behind I was sort of on the track at the end. I didn't think it was 3 seconds, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I'm happy anyway to sort of, even if it drops me down to 3rd, I'm still happy with that.
Well, congratulations. Any questions, Joe?
No, I don't think so. Congratulations again, great result for McLaren. I think you had a few fans in the chat as well, so I think you've pleased a few people. So no, well done.
They must be desperate people.
His name was Adam, if you know who he is,
like
if it recognises, if it rings a bell.
Adam. Don't know. Many Adams.
Well, either way, congratulations, mate.
Cheers, mate.
On to then our race winner before the standings decided to have a bit of a hiccup. Jack, a really well raced race, and you look like you had pace all night long.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Ah, fantastic. Yeah, that was chaos, wasn't it? It just
Chaos
felt
to say
like,
the
for
least.
whatever reason, its sprint race was just manic. I mean, I never thought that I'd go from 4th to 18th to 4th in the space of 8 laps, but there we are. And that was mad in itself. And then the race just decided to play the same curveball. Me and Jordan were saying before we jumped in that we've never had red flags ever in this game, so to have 2 in the same race was a bit bonkers. But I felt really comfortable today. It was just, for once, putting a result on the track, and not getting pole position seems to be my key of actually getting a good result. So it was quite nice. I had some good fights and some good battles, but there's some odd things going on tonight with the lobby, and there was a few, let's say, odd incidents with drivers. I'm sure you'll have noticed.
Yeah, we had Blackside, which caused the second red flag, going at 40 miles an hour around the whole track. It was his AI wasn't speeding up, and Marshall went absolutely flying into the back of him at the beginning of Magnussen Beckett.
Oh, yeah, I saw the black side car going round for the yellow flag, and I just pitted as well when the red flag came. I was like, great. If I'd have stayed out another lap, which was my plan.
But it didn't matter in the end.
No, it didn't.
No, and Marshall going into the back of Blackside didn't even bring out the red flag. It was then King was collected by the pair of them after, also in the middle of Mackett's and Beckett's, and then that's when the red flag came out.
Crikey. I had a really good battle with Sens, is it, in the Red Bull? He was on the mediums, and I just felt before the race, and I was in practice, I felt that the hard tyre was comfortably the best tyre around here to start on. And then when the red flag came for the first time, it gave me a brand new set of hard tyres. So I just thought I might as well run a new hard set of tyres until I go to the softs at the end. That was always the plan. I never really felt that entirely comfortable on the mediums, so luckily bypassed them today.
Well, to be honest, the softs didn't seem very good either, to be honest, for a lot of the drivers.
Not at the start. It's the way Silverstone is with the softs around here. They just don't carry well at all for whatever reason. The hards have just suit me a little bit more around here. Not most other tracks, but I love this track, so it makes life easier.
Well, massive congratulations, Jack. A P1 tonight, regardless of what the standings said. Any questions, Joe?
Well, congratulations first of all. That was a great race. I think your pace was unbelievable throughout. But yeah, you were holding off Sens as well for a long time, and you were on the used, fairly worn hard tires. It must have been at that point while he was on the medium. So how did you manage to kind of keep him behind? I noticed you were getting great exits out of especially Maggots and Beckett's, but out of all kind of the important corners. But yeah, how did you kind of keep him behind?
Yeah, I focus my setup was mainly focused on traction and straight line speed, because I knew that if I could, early on in the race, I was sat in the DRS train, and I just saved all my battery, and then when Sens got close, I could just blip the ERS out of the complex onto the hangar straight. So it wasn't, I knew he was there, and I felt the pressure, don't get me wrong, and I was hanging on through the slower corners, but the high speed and the hard tyres, it just floated enough for me to get away with putting the power down a bit earlier, and setup just helped me out a little bit more. So I'm grateful for spending a bit of time during the week to actually get a setup in place for once.
I know, fair play. You definitely deserved it, and no, congratulations again on the win.
Thank you very much, really appreciate it.
That's a brilliant example of why I need to learn how these setups work, because I just don't have a clue. Well, congratulations then to the top 3 drivers, and an interesting race to end the day on. Thank you again, Joel, for joining me for this tier 3 race.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it's an unbelievable race. I'm sure we'll be getting more of the same next week as well. It's really enjoyable, so thanks for having me.
And that will be everything we've got time for then. Cheers everyone to joining us from the race. Eli especially joining us from start to finish. A big thank you to all the fans.